Hi everyone. So I just met with the dietitian and she gave me a pamphlet on some tips, and I will also attach a video of the recording. All right.
Like beans are a high source of iron. You could pair that with either like a red pepper or an orange, for instance, something that has a lot of vitamin C in it, because it helps to maximize the absorption of the iron. It boosts it by like 4 to 6 times the amount. So it's like a significant, it really helps. So whether it's a plant-based iron source or even a meat iron source, like even if it was eggs or something, you know what I mean? Just make sure you're pairing it with vitamin C together at the same time to really maximize the absorption of iron. So that should help. And then I would recommend, like, even just from a health standpoint, not just weight loss, there's a lot of research coming out that's showing that decreasing animal sources in general and increasing plant-based sources is much healthier for us, more fiber, more antioxidants. So basically, like when I say plant-based sources, I mean like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, nuts, seeds, legumes, like everything that comes from like nature, basically, like a plant, you know, originally. And then an animal source would be like dairy, eggs, meat, fish, chicken, turkey, cheese, milk, yogurt, like that all comes from an animal. But not to say you can't have any of that, but like just cutting back on portions and frequency. And so dairy, for instance, I just always recommend a plant-based source. You don't have to get rid of that, but dairy from a cow is more inflammatory. So
yeah, my arthritis agrees with you.
Who?
My arthritis agrees
with
you.
Oh, yes. So definitely go with a plant-based alternative. So whether it's like soy milk or a plant-based yogurt, or you know what I mean, just that's what I highly recommend to everybody, but definitely if you have any type of inflammatory or autoimmune thing going on too. But yeah, I think lots of more plant-based, less animal sources. Small frequent meals and snacks is super important because it actually boosts metabolism. Because if you're eating every 2 to 4 hours, you don't let yourself get hungry enough to like overeat at the next meal, or say overeat at night. Like I know a lot of people that will skip breakfast or lunch, they're so busy, whatever, they got stuff going on, and then like at night or dinner, they're like eating for the rest of the night because they're starving and their body's like, you didn't feed me all day. And when you skip meals, it slows your metabolism too. So, because your body doesn't really want to lose weight, so it kind of like goes into hibernation in a way, or it lowers like your metabolic rate basically. So anyway, I'm really sorry again that I'm like rushing this, but small frequent meals and snacks, more plant-based, I think is just really key to like overall good health. And I wanted to leave you these handouts. So this is a Mediterranean one, which is a healthy diet, and then this is the plant-based one. So again, this one does discuss only plant-based, so it's technically vegan, but I tell everyone you don't have to go vegan necessarily. It's just a way to incorporate more plant-based foods into your diet. And so there's lots of recipes and like references in the back for vegan recipes, but I just tell people like you can make a vegan meal and then add a little bit of chicken or fish, or you know what I mean, or whatever you like you can modify it, but it's just a way to get more plant-based sources into your diet, because a lot of people don't know how to cook sometimes, like certain plant-based sources. So it just gives like ideas. And I just wanted to write down one book that I thought might be really beneficial for you. I guess I could just write it on the front. It's, again, I don't know if you like to read, but I just want to give you as many resources as possible for when you go home, you know, so if you're interested in it. It was written by a gastroenterologist.
Yeah. Do you do like nutrition counseling, like outpatient nutrition counseling? Or?
Unfortunately, we don't have, I mean, you can look it up through like your insurance. Like I think if you just go through your insurance, you could look up outpatient dietitians. I'm personally just inpatient, so we only see people like admitted to the hospital, not once you're discharged. But you can call or email me anytime. Like I'll definitely answer any questions you have if you call or email. But I just can't like set up an appointment because I'm like busy on the floor, for instance. You know what I mean? So if you call, like you might have to leave a message if I'm not in the office, but I'll get back to you. Like same with email. But if you do want to meet with someone in person, like outpatient wise, I would just recommend going through your insurance and see what people have like for private practices, because there's no like facility, like outpatient facility with dietitians. It's more just private like businesses or private like dietitians who have their own private practice. I think the YMCA actually might have a dietitian too. You could maybe look into that. I believe so. But I would just make sure you're sticking with a registered dietitian, not like a nutritionist, because the registered dietitian has a more advanced degree and is more like clinically savvy in like medical conditions too, not just like basic health and wellness. Okay, so that's just what I would recommend. But so fiber fueled, so that's the doctor's name, Will Bolsiewicz, and again, you can find this just on Amazon if you want. There's an audio version too. And do you have Instagram? I don't know if you want me to write that down. The plant-based juniors.
I do have Instagram.
Okay, I mean, just in case you just want to check it out. I mean,
I just once I get out here, I just want to get like somebody who like I can connect with and share.
Yeah.
Like what's going on.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Somebody who could be like
an ongoing support system.
Yeah.
I totally think that's
a coach and personal like cheerleader kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Okay, so plant-based juniors for kids recipes and